Good morning, horror fam, and welcome back to the Final Cut, your daily post in horror. I'm your host, Travis Brown, and we got some big stories to get into today. From a sci-fi mind bender in the works at 20th Century Studios to indie horror taking another bite out of Screambox. Let's dive in. First up, we got a new sci-fi thriller in the works over at 20th Century Studios. Blue Bayou director Justin Chon is in talks to direct Capsule, which is a script from magazine Dreams writer Elijah Bynum. The film follows a young tech entrepreneur who mysteriously starts receiving metallic capsules containing messages from his future self. Sounds like Looper meets Memento, and pretty much we're all here for it. The project has been in development for a while originally pitched as a spec script by Ian Shore back in 2013. But now, with producer Hutch Parker and John Ziozinski, attached, things are finally moving forward. Expect more updates as casting and production details emerge. In horror streaming news, Cineverse and Screambox have acquired Cannibal Comedian, a twisted horror comedy from director Sean Hates. The film stars Aaron Prager, Austin Judd, and genre veterans Alan Danziger and Edwin Neal, both from the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The story follows a psychopathic cannibal who decides to try his hand at stand-up comedy, hoping to make audiences and his victims scream. Cannibal Comedian first hits Blu-ray and VHS on March 1st before streaming exclusively on Screambox starting March 4th. If you like your horror with a side of twisted humor, this might be one for you to check out. And lastly, action and crime fans, this one's for you. Actors Mike Ferguson and Twana Barnett are set to lead Last Hit, a new thriller from Rad Sin Productions. The film follows a pair of criminals who want out of the game, but when their boss takes one of them hostage, they're forced to pull off one final job. Directed by David M. Parks, Last Hit is currently in production in Los Angeles with a cast that includes Stranger Things alum Joe Davison and professional wrestler Twana Barnett. This one promises a mix of gritty crime drama and high-stakes action. Today's take. It's always exciting to see the horror and thriller genres continue to evolve. Whether it's indie horror getting fresh eyes on streaming platforms like Screambox, sci-fi thrillers playing with time travel concepts, or crime stories delivering that high-octane tension, there's a story for everyone. Capsule is shaping up to be another cerebral thriller, while Cannibal Comedian leans into horror comedy in the best way possible. And let's not forget Last Hit, which taps into that classic one last job tension that always keeps us on edge and usually does not end well. Which of these are you most excited for? Let us know on the socials and make sure you answer today's Spotify poll. That's a wrap on today's The Final Cut. Make sure to follow us at HMU NCUT on all platforms for the latest horror news, reviews, and exclusive content. We'll be back tomorrow in LA with more stories, more scares, and more genre goodness live from Slam Dance coverage. Until then, keep the lights on. We'll see you tomorrow.